Guys, what's going on? Oh my goodness. So we now have 100% proof that we are being censored by paid extremists. And I want to start by saying this should not be a political issue. No matter what your political or moral or ethical beliefs are, whatever, if you are an American and you believe in our Constitution, you should be shocked by this. Absolutely shocked. Because if this was flipped in reverse, if this was, say, for the last administration, I wouldn't agree with it. This is horrific. And they have been getting away with it. We've been saying it, and people are like, oh, you're just crazy, whatever. I mean, no, 100% proof. And not only that we're being censored, but there is a concerted effort against our sitting president. Whether you agree with him or not, that's insane. That is treasonous. I mean, this is absolutely insane. I mean, that's really like being on an airplane and hoping your pilot fails. You're all going down with the ship. Airplane. But let's get on with this. This is a leaked confidential document from Media Matters ShareBlue, which is mainly funded by George Soros. If you don't know who George Soros is, look him up. He's a bad guy. So, it's Media Matters for America, yeah right, Crew, ShareBlue. It says this is not what we planned for, but it's what we're built for. Ooh. So, the progressives infrastructure groups we've built together were started long before Hillary Clinton ran for president, but there was always intended to be this first line of defense. So they've been planning this in case it was needed. Nice. We will fight every day, blah, 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 blah. So we're going to resist the normalization of Donald Trump, meaning the normalization of American people not wanting our country to fail? Yeah, that's insane. I mean, that's insane. Why would we want such a thing? What? His every conflict of interest, his every bit of cronyism, his every move toward authoritarianism, yeah, right. His every subversion, blah, 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 blah. We're going to contest every effort at every level of government to limit his rights, rescind protections. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. And if you happen to be not a Donald Trump fan, not whatever, or not from America, whatever, it doesn't matter. Like, if you're in a Western world, you know what freedom of speech is. And believing in one's country, and no matter who's in office, you want them to succeed. You don't want, haha, that's funny, you failed. And that's what's been going on for 2 straight years. Even today, CNN, I swear they have lost their minds. They were taking up for Antifa. Not only that, they were saying that by Donald Trump saying that he was worried about what Antifa may do if they don't get certain people, if they don't get some Democrats elected, there was going to be violence, that, you know, he's just worried about that. He doesn't want another city destroyed. CNN said, I don't know why he would say such a thing. They're not violent. Really? Do you not remember Inauguration Day when they tore up downtown Washington, D.C.? They're doing it every single weekend, beating up old ladies, maybe not old ladies, yeah, some old lady, people, just random people, throwing things at their heads, punching random people. And they also said that this was a way that Donald Trump is being racist towards a black group. Have y'all ever seen Antifa? They are all white people. I mean, they have legitimately lost their marbles. And so I would understand if this was built to go against the mainstream media, but not against our sitting president. So let's keep going, because it's going to show a lot more. So they have, it's 49-page document that I'll put a link in the description for. Why can't I talk today? Generally speaking, and simply put, Democrats got clobbered in digital space. At what point? That's another point. Sorry I keep stopping. Social media is supposed to be just that. Social media. Not, let's get in a fight over every little political thing. What was it that your parents told you when you were small? Don't talk politics, religion. I think there's another one. And that's what they have turned, they have weaponized social media to divide the entire population, to where there are so many extremists that they don't even want to be friends with people that don't have the same political beliefs as them. That's crazy. That is absolutely insane. And honestly, guys, it's Republicrats. They're all one, essentially. I mean, but that's for another time. There's almost all of them are terrible. Anyway, so the Trump camp spoke effectively to the grassroots, which would be the people, yeah, and relied on online channels to disseminate his information, yeah, because he's intelligent. I'm not saying I'm like a worshiper of him. I'm just saying, honestly, that's what he did. He didn't pay for advertising because he knew that anything that he would say, whether it's good or bad, they would report on it. That was their own problem. And the right colonized Facebook, which has established a virtual monopoly on the distribution. Okay, that's not even true at all. All of the conservatives that I know of that speak about conservative issues have been censored. Oh, well, that's probably because of this. But, anyway, in the next 4 years, Media Matters will continue its core mission of disarming the right-wing misinformation. No, it's facts. Maybe not everybody. There's people that don't prove anything and just talk out their rear ends. But these are facts. We don't say that Antifa is a black organization when they are very, very white. That's just one thing. I mean, they lie all day long. Anyway, serial misinformation and right-wing propagandists inhabiting everything from social medias to the highest level of government. This means that anybody, no matter if you are an actual writer or an actual person in government, or if you're just somebody like me that speaks out about things, they're going to discredit, expose. What they do is they've done this to tons of YouTube channels. They'll go and mass report, like send in reports even though it was for no reason, and get channels taken down. Huge channels have been taken down. I can't go live. I haven't been able to go live for almost 3 months now. Facebook has done the same thing. I was put in Facebook jail many times just for speaking on facts, and some of it my opinion, but toxic alt-right social media fueled harassment campaigns that silence. Oh, really? and punish, and that doesn't happen. It may happen in some instances, but I can't name one conservative friend that I have or person that I know of that deleted all of their left friends. I can, however, name almost every left, especially somebody that would speak out about the left. They have deleted their right-leaning friends, or went live and told them to delete themselves. Otherwise, there's going to be help to pay. I've seen this on people's channels. It's crazy. I mean, just because that's what makes a free society amazing. If we all thought the same way, we would all be walking around like robots, which a lot of people are these days. But the whole thing about debate, and that's what, triggers your mind and stimulates your mind to look at other people's perspectives and see why they feel that way. And then have a drink afterward, just, okay, cool, whatever. That's debate in general. But now we have to tiptoe around anyone that can't hurt your feelings. Oh my God, if you don't agree with me, then I won't show you any facts, but I'm just going to yell and scream and curse at you and try to get you fired from your job and get your Nobel Peace Prize taken away. Yes, all of those things have happened. Trump will be defeated either through impeachment or at the ballot box in 2020. The balance of power will shift back to the Democrats. Okay, see, this I could see is normal stuff. That's just like how the Democrats would want to get back into power. But here we go. Trump will be afflicted by a steady flow of damaging information, new revelations, inability to avoid conflicts of issues. And that's why they are still talking about Russia. You see? This is what they have done. Even though, and the emails, the Clinton emails, we have already found out that China is the one that, in fact, hacked into Hillary Clinton's emails and still has all 33,000. But they're still saying Russia, because they don't want to go back on their word. What? They no longer use logic. They don't use facts. It's all emotion and innuendo. It's insanity. The Trump administration will be forced to defend legal conduct in court. And you see it happening right now. Complete BS allegations, and it's absolutely insane. Powerful industries and interest groups will see their influence wane. Oh, dark money will be a political liability in key states. What? So that means that they're going to use money to... Oh, I didn't even think of that one. Wow. So, you see when you see these protests and people are getting off of buses at these protests? That's what this is. They actually pay people to go to these protests, pretend they're for or against somebody. Oh, I didn't even read that one earlier. Share Blue will become the de facto news outlet. And so it's not just Share Blue, because they have all these little small things that won't tell you that they're with Share Blue or the crew, as what they call themselves. Under pressure from Share Blue, Democrats will take a more aggressively, top editorial and writing talent will leave competitors to join Share Blue. Yeah, no, they're not. Like what, Sean Hannity makes $36 million a year. Well, so I'm sure the CNN people make about the same amount. Oh, geez. Okay, this actually is really bad. Media Matters will continue our core mission for disarming right-wing media. Rapid Response Research Center. Oh, yeah. the top watchdog against fake news and propaganda. People like me that actually show evidence and stuff are considered fake news and hate groups and such. But whatever. Breitbart, which received millions in funding from extremist billionaires. Oh, like this. Oh, just like this. Because Share Blue is by an extremist leftist. Soros. That's amazing. This is amazing. Y'all can go through this. The decay of journalism, I agree with that. The rise of fake news, I do agree with that. But what the people they are censoring are not the people that are actually pushing the fake news. They are just censoring anybody that has conservative-leaning ideologies. Serial misinformers. That's the same dang thing. Leverage our authority to encourage good journalism. Okay, but y'all aren't doing that. Oh, wow. This is crazy. There's so much information. Oh, what about Benghazi? Forces changed at 60 Minutes over Benghazi smear. Fast torpedo. Oh, well, actually, maybe if Hillary Clinton wouldn't have said that Benghazi was caused by a piece of crap propaganda video, rather than her and her little cronies calling for the overthrow of the entire country, and killing Americans and a U.S. ambassador. I'm not even gonna get into that right now. Predictive technology, awesome. They're using AI and bots. Got Facebook to they got Facebook to commit to fighting the rise of fake news. Yes, they did, actually, and this is really scary. They're now giving you a social score. If you don't know about that, you are getting a social score. That means, if you haven't seen that China's doing a social score, with China's social score, it's really extreme. But that doesn't mean that it's not coming here. If your social score isn't high enough, you can't buy plane tickets, and you are publicly ridiculed. You're put on these these like billboards and stuff like that. But right now we're just on Facebook. We have a social score. So if your social score is low, which I'm sure mine is, people won't actually see your post. That's how it works. Oh, let me just add, Mark Zuckerberg, yeah, he's an awesome guy. He's part of NAMBLA. That's the North American Man-Boy Love Association. Just want to throw that in. Omni-channel communications. I mean, there's so much damning information in here. Internet and social media platforms like Google and Facebook will no longer uncritically, without consequence, host and enrich fake news and propagandists. What this is saying is if you don't agree with them, then you should have your First Amendment rights taken away. That is absolutely crazy. Because if you're saying that, then you're okay with someone else doing it to you. I mean, this is the downfall of our nation. I don't want to be negative, but if people don't start standing up and stop tippy-toeing around all of this nonsense, left extremes, to where, oh my God, I can't say this, oh, because I'm going to get fired, let's just let them do whatever. No. If you don't grow a pair, stop being afraid to voice your opinions, the way you've lived for your whole life, your morals, your values, and basic science and scientific research, but you're going to be scared to talk about it because we don't want to hurt somebody's feelings, well, we are freaking doomed. Because it just happened yesterday. Brown University put out a paper that was about rapid gender identity dysphoria. And it was a research paper they did at their own university. Completely unbiased of anything. They did a study, and what the study ended up proving was that many of these kids that thought they were transgender, actually it was because of peer pressure, or somebody close to them had just said they were transgender. And so let me put it to you this way, kind of like in the 50s you maybe would have come like, you know, Beatnik, you know, the Beatles or whatever. I think I said this in another video. In the 70s you would have become a hippie. The 90s you would have done grunge. Well, that's what they're doing with this, with transgender. Not only Brown University, Johns Hopkins did it a few months ago, but Brown University had to retract their own research because of threats from extreme left craziness. I mean, this is scientific research that is being censored. That parents of children that may have transgender identity disorders or something are looking for actual research, can't go find real research, because this isn't the first one. All of Dr. Zucker's work is pretty much hidden. But this is about many issues. If we can't hurt their feelings, we don't want to, you know, ostracize, really? We're going to silence science. We're going to silence facts to not hurt somebody's feelings? What is this? Playland? Like, we're gonna pretend that's not going on? Something like that, especially, it's gonna change their life forever. They're giving hormones to little children as young as 5 years old that will sterilize them within a year when they start hormone treatment. You think a 5 or even a 15-year-old can grasp that? And with junk science? Are you kidding me? And we're going to hide the real science? The real research? That's a joke. And that's what these people are doing. Anything that you don't agree with, that they don't agree with, they will silence it. They will get you fired from your job. They will dox where you live. They're so extreme. And that's what these people do. This happens every single day. And if we don't start standing up for this, instead of just saying, yeah, it's not that big of a deal. Well, whenever stuff comes down and it affects your life, then you're going to have to say, maybe I should have stood up back then. But by that time, it's going to be too late. It'll be too late. And I understand not everybody has the time to do this type of research. And that's why I do it. That's why many of us do it. But because of the censorship, most of us no longer get ad revenue from YouTube. And if we do, which, I have never gotten $1, not a dime from YouTube or any other platform for that matter. We have to beg for donations, sell stuff on the side, then people try to say, you're just doing this for money. Really? I spend hundreds of hours a month. So many hours doing this research. And I'm not trying to make anybody feel bad, but this is the only way we can get truth. Because it's sure the heck not coming from mainstream media. And, a few dollars here and there, if you want to continue getting truth, I don't even turn on my TV anymore. So, but anyway, anything does help. But unfortunately, that's the point at what we are at. That's why there is such a huge influx of people, independent, investigative journalist type people coming onto the scene. Because it's needed. Because of crazy, psychotic nonsense like this. As most of y'all know, I did get a job, but it's kind of flexible. I mean, it's pretty flexible, and actually I can even do it partly online, so I'll just kind of plug that right now. If you need a security system, I'll get you hooked up and everything, no matter where you live in the world. I mean, in the country, not the world, the country. Even if you have a security system, we can take over your contract, buy out your contract for you, and I can do it over the phone or anything. That would help a lot. You know, like, everybody needs, y'all, there's so many crazy people in this world. Yes, it's gotten worse. People say, no, it's just because we have more news. No, it's gotten worse. And many of us know why. Because of the over-medicating of the population, the fluoride, all of these agendas that have just made brains crazy, you know. I pulled up the pedophilia, like, local sex offender thing. I was just floored. You know, so if you have kids or whatever coming home by themselves, it's definitely something it's an investment. And we have that thermostat controller. Y'all, that's thebomb.com, because that right there is going to save you like 20% off your electric bill. A lot of times that pays for your system right there, your monthly fee, which can be as low as $40 a month, and not much more than that. But we have amazing the cameras, and I mean everything. If you've ever seen the commercials to where, like, the doorbell cameras and all of that stuff. So I'd be glad to help you get you hooked up with that. Just leave a message in the comments and I will get back with you, and I'll privately give you my phone number. I won't give that out on here. But yeah, guys, if you want to keep getting truthful news, that's just kind of what we're gonna have to do. You know, some people decide they want to sell out and start pushing lies and crazy psyops and straight BS or whatever they're doing. It's none of my business, whatever. But I guess I'd rather be broke. Although, you know, a few dollars definitely will help. Anyway, and always, you know, I have my grunt style, my tactical shit, my Lime Life by Alcone, makeup and skincare. Links are in the description. I have a discount code for 25% off of grunt style. But for sure, if y'all need a security system, you have a security system, let me know and we can chat. Y'all have a wonderful day. I will probably be back later. My phone is getting hot because I'm using this dual thing. But bye, guys. Where do I turn it off?